Hey y'all, it's your girl Just Jay, and I'm here with my homegirl
B of Honeybeesnaturalhairdesigns.
And listen, we about to get into these teas, honey, and she get into this head so we can get this together, okay? Now, what is the first process in order to get this hair done?
Well, the very first step is picking out a shea butter that you want to use. I make my own all natural whipped shea butters. I have 4 different scents, and then I have an unscented one, which is just strictly shea butter.
So, how long have you been doing locks? And how long have you been doing honeybee style?
Okay, so I've been doing locks now for, I would say, over 10 years now.
Sheesh.
I started off as I'm still am a licensed cosmetologist where, you can do relaxers, weaves, tracks, natural hair, varieties of hair and hair types, but I focus strictly on natural hair. Right. I grew a love for natural hair, especially when I found out that it's the healthier way to go for us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we grew up learning or being conditioned to that our hair must be straight, our hair must be flowy, long, and a lot of the times we didn't have the recipe to know how to get our actual natural hair to grow because we were putting chemicals in it and weaves that was pulling our hair out and just all these different things that we didn't even really need to put in our hair. So we're here. As far as Honeybees Natural Hair Designs, I started in 2013. That's when I first started my brand.
I love it.
Yep.
What's the best way to keep your locks or your hair, natural hair, period, healthy and staying from breaking off and, people hairline starts decreasing when they have locks is what people's assumptions are. So, can you clarify that for me, so for everyone to know?
Okay, well, first of all, you want to make sure that you keep your locks, your scalp oiled. That is very important with making sure that the conditioner of your scalp is in order and healthy, and that way you won't have to experience the breakage episodes or the episodes with real dry scalp, scabs, dandruff and stuff in your hair. You want to make sure that you keep it moisturized at all times. Oil, the type of oil that you use definitely counts. You don't want to use anything with too much alcohol. You want to stick to the natural side of things. Olive oils, coconut oils, argan oil, things like that. With everybody's hair, it's different. Like what works for one person may not work for the other. So you just have to, it's like a test and trial type of thing. But once you find an oil that is good for you, stick with it. And just make sure that you keep your hair moisturized. As far as the maintenance, I tell my clients once a month, which is every 4 to 6 weeks, and you don't want to go too far out. Like you don't want to go too long, I would say, in between maintenances, because you don't want your locks to start to stick together. You don't want to throw off your parts. You want to make sure your locks are shaping and forming the way they are supposed to. And if there's anything going on with your locks, like the condition of them, you can catch it, opposed to you, waiting a few months out and then catching it then, and then it may be too late.
Now I gotta clear the air because people love saying dreads. Then people say no because it's dreadlocks. So what is your opinion on this? Because I know, which is why I say locks and I don't say dreads.
Yep.
What is your opinion and your facts behind your opinion in regards to that statement?
My opinion is our hair is not dreadful.
Say it again.
They're not dreadful, and so we don't refer to them as dreads. We refer to them as locks.
Thank you.
Because it's your hair, it's your actual hair, but it's matted together. I don't dread locking my hair. I feel like it's the best thing I did, honestly, because this is the most my hair has grown all of my life.
No, that's real, and that's something I can really say. I can agree with you with. Ever since I've been natural, you know, when you struggle through the phases of your hair growing and getting longer. But I started my locks March of last year.
Yeah,
and she started them, and they are getting as long, honey, as they want to be.
Yes, and a lot of people procrastinate on starting their locks. They like thinking about starting, but they're scared of the change, or they feel as though they wouldn't be able to change their hair up as much, or they already changed their hair up too much, and so they feel like they'll be stuck. But it's so many different things you could do with your locks. It's so many different styles, and a lot of people aren't knowledgeable about that. And locks are unique. They're unique. They stand out. Like, I don't know. It's a wonderful process, in my opinion.
I don't regret. That's a real fact. So when did you decide to name the brand? When did you decide that? What made you say, you know what, this is what I want. This is the name I'm going for, and this is my business I'm gonna start. What made you want to do that?
Actually, before I came out on my own, I was actually fired from my previous job. She didn't give me a clear reason why. I was actually working at an all-natural hair salon at the time. That's where I gained a lot of my knowledge, working there. And then she fired me. This was around the holiday season, y'all. In November, right before Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it was pressure, but I felt like it was a test at the same time of God, because He already knew where He was going to set me up.
Right.
But I didn't. I was just distraught in the time.
Like, I didn't even know.
Exactly. Man. But that next day, I came here, and I reached out to Missy Bed, and I came here, and I had got my room, and she was like, we can name it anything we wanted to name it. And that's when I realized, okay, I'm really about to start my brand. Like, it's about to be me. What am I going to name my brand? And I was on the phone with my best friend, and I was like, what should I name my brand? I was like, I want to do something like Bees Hairstyles, or Hair by Bee. I don't know. Honey Bee, something with the B, with B added in it, because that's my nickname.
Right.
And she was like, why don't you do Honey Bee? And I was like, Honey Bee. Okay, that sounds all right. Honey Bee. Honeybeesnaturalhairdesigns.
What else are you trying to do within your brand besides, are you going to ever expand beyond locks? Do you ever wish to, or you just feel like you just, right now, you're fine with just doing solely locks?
Well, you know, I do natural hair as well. Yeah, loose natural, as well as locks. So, I honestly just solely want to focus on that. A lot of my clients, they're comfortable, they like the atmosphere, and they like the fact that that's all, you know, I solely work on, because people don't like to go to somebody, and this is just, this is just what I hear all the time. They don't like to go to someone that isn't true to whatever the service that they're providing. So if I'm in here with a relaxer, they don't want to see that. Like, they're not going to want to sit in my chair. And since, like I said, this is my love, my passion, I don't plan on going to relaxers or none of that. Like, that's just not my lane anymore.
Thank Lord, because I dad was showing me a relaxer. I had one of kids.
Yes.
So what do you feel is the biggest challenge? I know you said you mentioned about being fired, but beyond that point, what is the biggest challenge within owning your own brand and still maintaining the brand?
My biggest challenge is that's a good one. I guess marketing, for real, because I can get in this mode of, all right, I'm pushing my products, I'm pushing my shirts, I'm pushing the things outside of my clients, because the clientele basically pushes itself, whether word of mouth, on the internet. But as far as like my products, I think that's the most challenging part. Just being consistent with pushing my products out there. Oh, my daughter, she also makes natural lip balms too. Zayana, she's 10. She's not with us right now, but she makes all natural lip balms.
Shout outs to baby girl. So how do you balance that, being a mama and taking care of your business? Ooh, now that I know was a job in itself, because I know when I was a kid, honey, mama knows. I don't know how she did that.
Yes, it's a job. It definitely is. That's why I try my best to incorporate them in what I have going on. I'm still trying to figure out what my son is going to do, but I'm trying to get them involved so that they won't feel like it's what's taking so much of my life.
Right.
But of course, I got to put my sweat, my tears into the business in order to get, you know, the results that I'm supposed to get, reap the benefits of it. It's hard, but it gets done.
So how do you keep, you know, yourself uplifted within those type of, you know, moments that you go through?
I have plenty of talks with God. I have a real strong relationship with Him. So anytime I may feel discouraged or things don't look the way I would like for them to look, I just go to Him and I talk to Him. That's who keeps me motivated, Him and my children. Or just knowing that there is no giving up. So all I can do is push forward, push harder.
Honey, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to talk to y'all. But listen, I'm tender-headed, okay? That's the real tea. The girl's tender-headed. So, I'm still concentrating.
Miss her every day. Every time she says this shit.
So how you been doing yours? And what made you want to lock your hair?
July made 8 years. And what made me want to lock, I don't know, I just needed something different. I was always switching my hair up too. And I just liked the way, the uniqueness of them. And I seen how fast they grow. And I was like, I gotta get on hop on the bandwagon.
No, for real.
As soon as I locked my hair though, that's when I started the whole just natural journey period. And actually getting interested in natural hair.
Now, do you believe, people say with locking your hair, it's more than just locking your hair. It's a journey within yourself. Mm-hmm. So, could you break that down a little bit? Is that true? How do you feel about that? I speak for myself to say yes, but what's your opinion on that?
I would agree. It's definitely a process that teaches you patience.
Yes.
It teaches you confidence. I would say it teaches you how to be different in so many words, because your locks go through so many changes. And the thing I like when people start them natural from the scalp, because that's the real journey. Like, you can really talk about what your hair has been through, or, you know, the certain phases of your locks. The different phases of your locks. And so, yeah, I would say it definitely teaches people different things. I guess it's a different experience for different people, but some people say that they built confidence because they didn't know that they were even able to get past this stage of having a lock, and what they call the ugly stage, which I don't acknowledge. Yeah, there is no ugly stage. It's a beginning stage, and then this the maturing stage. And that's it. Like, there is no ugly stage. Nobody that sits in my chair is ugly. Everybody is beautiful. And because a lot of people come and sit in my chair and they have their insecurities and they feel like, oh, I can't get my hair like this because my hair too big, or I don't really like this style. And it's not because you don't like the style, but it's because you're not okay with how you look.
Right.
And I'm basically here to help people step out of that mentality and really embrace who they are, because everybody walk out of here looking pretty, looking beautiful, handsome. Y'all walk out of here looking like kings and queens, and at the end of the day, that is my job. Like, I want to make sure every person that gets out this chair is satisfied and feel better about themselves.
Honey, I know I do. Each and every time. I may have a little headache, but I'm alright. How this texture of my hair has locked.
I'm glad that it came up because I was thinking the same thing because I get it all the time. People sit in my chair all the time and they had this pretty curly soft hair, and they've allowed what people had told them all this time to keep them from coming and lock their hair because the people were telling them they can't lock their hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all can see, but these are clearly curls on the end of her hair. Her hair is locking. Her hair can lock just as quick as anyone with kinky hair, maybe faster because her hair is coily.
Mm-hmm.
As long as your hair can coil, your hair can lock. It don't matter if it's curly, soft, pretty. I don't call hair pretty either. I feel like we all have beautiful hair.
Yes. Just because
No
you
matter
have
what
curly
the
hair
hair
does not
type
mean your
is.
hair is pretty. Just because you have kinky hair, coarse hair does not mean it's not pretty.
Right.
Everybody's hair is pretty.
The labels have to stop because
That has
that's
to stop.
what's stopping our Black women from really pushing
Expanding,
and doing
yes.
what they feel like they really actually want to do because of what people are telling them.
I got it for teas. We got everything we needed to know. And if you need any more information, the link is in the bio. Thank y'all for watching. Honey, stay tuned because this hair about to be finessed afterwards. Y'all have fun. Have a good day.